I'm going to fit an OChain to my bike. So let's fit it, go riding, and I'll try and explain how it works. Let's go. Let's see what it's like on some downhills. Let's see what it's like. Whoa! I feel a bit rusty. It's been a while. It definitely feels like something's smoother. Let's try again. Holy! That all went wrong. It definitely doesn't stop you crashing, but I'm feeling like I'm overspeeding potentially. Oh yeah, that's the boy. There we go. That felt smooth as. Definitely feels like it's got a little bit more, like I can stay off the brake a little bit more control maybe. But what does it do? Well, let me try and explain. So when your suspension compresses, your distance between your rear axle and your crank axle increases. And then of course your chain along the top part of the chain, so from the chainring to the cassette, doesn't have a way of expanding. So the chain pulls backwards on the cranks and the cranks move upwards. And the one thing that's on top of the cranks is your body weight, is you. So your cranks have to move your body weight up to get the rear wheel to absorb a bump to a point. But what OChain does is it decouples the chainring from the cranks and allows it to move backwards by up to 12 degrees on the adjustable OChain. But on this one I've got on the Levo, I've got the OChain E, which is the e-bike version, and that only moves back 9 degrees. The amount of pedal kickback, or the amount that your cranks move backwards when your suspension is compressed, is completely different on one bike to another, dependent on its design. So it's not going to eliminate all pedal kickback instances, but it will help to smooth things out. And all the literature says it's like riding a bike without a chain. And if any of you have ever done that, you'll know that the bike feels pretty amazing. So let's get it into some chunky stuff and see just how much grip we've got. Whoa. Yeah, I feel like I've got bags of rear wheel grip. And so far, as a trail bike upgrade, I don't notice a massive difference in the pedaling. There's no real discernible difference in terms of like the pickup or anything like that. It feels completely natural. But what I am feeling is once I'm stood on the pedals and bopping over a few little roots and little bumps and stuff, the bike feels really smooth. Feels like I've got a lot of grip. So I'd quite like to try it on a really bumpy track that I know really well, on a bike that I know really well, but with this new component on, so I can actually see and tell the difference. So let's have a go on a proper bumpy track. This one is like motocross whoops, but in the trees. So if anywhere it's going to feel smoother, it's here. So let's see what this is like. And it is bumpy. It's only short, but there's a lot of bumps. Feels like a magic carpet. It's so smooth. Almost like you're not going quick enough. Like the first time I rode a downhill bike, you sort of come out of sections and go, oh, I could have gone way quicker in there. What a cool little thing. It is good. It actually like feels way smoother. But I think you have to ride stuff that's that chunky to kind of get an idea. So ride done. It's not the bumpiest place around here, but I tried to pick the tracks that had some bumps. But I'd love to take it somewhere, I think where it would excel would be like really fast bumps on a corner, like big bumps where you're on the edge of the grip. I think it would just smooth the bike, calm the bike down, make you feel really confident on your feet, and just add some pace to your riding. We're probably talking tiny percents, but when you've got a bike like this with so much grip and you've been riding a long time, those things do start to add up, and you definitely do feel it. And I have felt it today. It feels really smooth, really grippy, really calm. And it's definitely a worthwhile upgrade. Not that expensive, relatively easy to fit. Fits lots of different types of bikes, e-bikes. They even do an adjustable one now that's externally adjustable, that you'll see lots of pro riders using. So I think to conclude, I need to take it somewhere bumpy, or bumpier than this, which is good because that means I get to go on a day trip somewhere bumpy. But yeah, that's OChain. Check it out.